I'm not gonna cap y'all. So many people was upset about the election. I knew he was gonna win. I give cousins kudos. Bro left, got charged, got heck of felonies, still came back and ran. One, y'all know America sexist. If Hillary ain't win, why y'all think Miss Harris was gonna win? Like, it's just being real and transparent. Like, they don't want a woman controlling the world, or America, I should say. And then the color behind it, most definitely not. If that was the case, give me Michelle Obama. That's the woman that I want to run. Michelle Obama, can you run it back? But if Michelle Obama ain't run, and y'all know how many people loved her, she knew some secrets. She seen that firsthand. She seen what it did to her husband. Y'all, this is all a game. Like, they don't really... Only time stuff really get to cracking when a president say is if it's evil shit. Nothing positive.
So there's a man on here, on TikTok. His name is Angel Rodriguez. And he voted Republican. He voted for Trump. And his neighbor is white. And he's a Trump supporter. And Angel is on here crying and upset. Angel Rodriguez, he's crying and upset because the white man told him to go back to his country. The white man told him to get off my lawn and my kids will not be playing with your kids. You do not belong here. So he's crying on TikTok and saying, how could this be? Why is he saying these things? He even called the police. I don't understand. Can you help me? The police said, I cannot help you. You know, you can actually get arrested for trespassing on this man's property. And you want to cry on TikTok and social media and ask us for help when you voted for Trump? Bye. Don't cry me no river. I don't care. 60% of Latinos voted for Trump.
Good morning, everyone. Well, it's Friday. We've made it for the week, and now we've had time to let things sit down and calm. This is going to be for the Latin folks, especially the Latin men and white America. Latin men, traitors of your own people. I can't get in your heads to help understand what makes you think that that was the right decision, but just know you will never be accepted. Latin man, Trump supporter, voted for Trump, lives across the street from a white man, voted for Trump, went to let his kids go play. The white man comes out, yells at his kids to get away, yells at the man and says, go back to your own country. The guy was like, orale, I voted for Trump. And the guy's like, whatever. That's the reality. That's how they really feel, whether they say it or whether they don't. So remember, you didn't do you, yourself, or your family any favors. You are not accepted. You are who you are. You were on the platform. They were targeting you. So if you think that your vote changed that, it didn't change that narrative. In fact, go back and read Project 2025. For the white people, first and foremost, I will say that whole blue bracelet thing, don't do that. You do it for yourself if you're white. You keep that within your own community because, see, you don't need to recruit people outside of your community. Your work starts within your community. For the white women, you have to take a look at who you're sleeping with. And you have to take a look at how the head of the household, what values is the head of the household instilling in your children. There's one thing I want to bring up as fact when it comes to the white people and the red states. For you, the red states are some of the poorest states in the nation. The red states are the poorest states in the nation. And you will be impacted the most by Project 2025. You are already struggling, and they are removing every and all federal government subsidies and programs that are there. So you hurt yourself on that one. For those that think that immigrants get free money, I will tell you, If you yourself ever went through the process and can still say that, then good for you. You've educated yourself. For those who've never tried to seek government assistance, I challenge you. Just apply. Whether you need it or whether you don't, do yourself a favor, educate yourself a favor, and take a look at what it takes in order to get government access. Because it's not easy. But it's okay. Because for those red states that are the poorest states in the nation, you lost all of that. Again, they're cutting it all out. You're saying the economy, but look at the numbers of how they voted. And the big margin of folks who voted. So, you all wanted this. We will adjust. We will figure it out as we go. But it's not surprising that it's quiet.
It's pretty early. And there's a lot more that I want to say about everything. And I'm going to say some things. But all I want to say right now is this. Well, eventually I'm going to try to explain to people, the few who seem to care about why my family is upset about this result. I want people to understand why my family specifically is bothered by this result and what we're afraid of. And trust me, I don't need anything else to put on my plate. I've had a shit year, okay? I've lost my nephew, I lost my biological mom, and I lost my dog, okay? How my nephew died is a whole other subject that was extremely traumatic for me and my sister and my entire family. I don't need one more thing to worry about. I would love to take this off my plate. But what I'm going to reference first is Project 2025. For everybody who likes to say, that's not true, it's not true. First of all, it is true. It's a real document. It does exist. If you go to project2025.org, not com.org, you will see it's an over 900-page document that references Trump's name over 300 times, okay? So stop saying it's not real. It is real. It exists. Whether Trump is going to implement it, that is a different question. We can discuss that, but we're not going to discuss whether this is a real thing or not. It is real and it exists, okay? Second of all, my issue with people telling me that he's never going to do that, you don't need to be worried. Okay, great. I hope I'm wrong. I've never wanted to be more wrong about anything. However, I live in the state of Tennessee. And my problem is that most people who are telling me Project 2025 isn't real they either don't live in my state, or they do and they haven't paid attention to the laws that have been passed the last 18 months to 2 years. And, you know, in their defense, they may not have had a reason to pay attention. I didn't pay attention until I needed to, and that's ignorant and ridiculous of me to say, but it's true. So I don't fault people in this state for maybe not knowing what has been taking place. But what I do fault them for is telling me that I am fearful, like for no reason. I have no reason to be afraid when they don't know what I'm talking about. In my state, you can deny a marriage license based on your personal beliefs. So a clerk can choose to not issue a marriage certificate to an interracial couple, an interfaith couple, and a same-sex couple. Okay? That's in Tennessee. They have banned drag shows. I'm pretty sure we were the first ones to do it. The first bill that we had our last session was to ban drag shows. At that time, we had children sleeping on the floors of DCS offices, which they've put out a report saying that's fixed. It's not fixed. They lied about the data. And now they're shutting down that whole department that tracks those numbers. This is why I'm frustrated when people come on my page and tell me I don't need to be worried about Project 2025. Yes, I do, because they've already started implementing those things here in my state. They may not be calling it that, but those laws, the ideals behind them, have already started here in Tennessee. So if you do not know what is happening in my state, do not tell me that I don't have a right or need to be worried. I already have friends who have been impacted, friends and family that have been impacted by the ridiculous things that they are doing in this state. I have been to the state capitol multiple times protesting with my daughter on occasion. I have marched to the governor's house. So please, don't tell me I don't need to be worried.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Morning. Not you, bitch. I take it back.